What is the Graphical LVS Debugger, or shortly known as GLD? The Graphical LVS Debugger simplifies the layout window by representing it with the extracted schematic. It shows wires instead of multiple layer connections, through contacts and vias. It uses single instances instead of multiple device recognition shapes, some of which are in parallel. The other advantages of GLD are that it generates and displays a composite of the schematic, layout, and errors by consolidating 3 windows to one. It uses one form of navigation for the entire process. It simplifies the report file by reducing duplicate errors. Errors are drawn using colors to indicate layout only in red, schematic only in purple, and part of both but not correct in blue. It improves on probing. GLD automatically probes to the layout or schematic, and provides a display feature for showing all nets for a device, and all devices for a net. How to invoke the Graphical LVS Debugger Composite View. The Graphical LVS Debugger, GLD, can be run from all platforms. Run the LVS first, and load the results onto LVS Debug Environment Form. Select the Comparison tab, and from the Tools menu, select the Graphical LVS Debugger option or click the Graphical LVS Debugger toolbar icon. The Graphical LVS Debugger form is displayed. The GLD results, displayed in the schematic form, is a composite of the schematic, layout, and errors in a single window, which helps in effective error navigation. Users can perform analysis using GLD options in Toolbar, drop-down menu, and Error Browser. The GLD toolbar provides you quick access to the Graphical LVS Debugger options. There are options to navigate, zoom, find, etc. Menu items include File, Settings, View, Find, Probe, Windows, and Help. The Graphical LVS Debugger indicates parts of the schematic that are missing, parts of the layout that cannot be matched, and parts that are partially correct with different colors. The color legend is shown in the lower left of the GLD window. By default, matched net and instance are highlighted in green, mismatched schematic net and instance in purple, mismatched layout net and instance in red, and parts which are common to mismatched nets in blue. You can modify the color convention by selecting the Color Settings option from the Settings menu. The World View window is the miniature display of the schematic design in the GLD screen. If you drag the World View window, the main screen is moved accordingly. You can resize the World View window. The GLD Error Browser and Log window can be invoked from the Windows menu. The Error Browser lists all the errors in the tabular form. The selected error is zoomed and highlighted in the GLD screen. The Log window shows the log of actions performed. Here is a quick look into the View menu options in the Graphical LVS Debugger. There are options to fit or zoom the design, change the hierarchy levels of the design, toggle the composite view from schematic to layout to a combination of both. You can toggle the color legend on the screen as well. There are default bind keys for each of these functions. The keyboard arrow keys, or mouse movement with left key pressed, will drag the GLD screen view. Use shift with arrow keys to drag the screen view faster. Cross-probing is another feature in the Graphical LVS Debugger. When you probe an instance, device, nets, or pins in the GLD, the corresponding entity gets cross-probed in the schematic and layout. This helps a great deal in debugging the comparison errors.